Alright, so we are on Vanderbeeker chapter 9. Hopefully I will be able to get this done before Christmas, so the timing works out. But I think there's a lot left, so it might be a little after Christmas. Alright, that was weird, Allegra said to Isa once they were outside and on their way to Castleman's Bakery. I think this moving stuff is making her nuts. Her sister was not taking the news about moving well. Isa had to come up with a new plan to conquer the Biderman once and for all, and she had to do it fast. Allegra shuddered and returned to her new favorite topic, the 8th grade dance. My mom said Carlson will bring me a corsage, and I should get him I don't know what that word is. Isn't that wild? I think corsages are so gorgeous. How do you think I should wear my hair? Should I leave it down? I wonder if Carlson is going to wear a suit. Wouldn't that be so romantic? I'm so excited. Do you want me to ask Carlson whether he knows anyone who would take you? You're so pretty. I know it wouldn't be hard to find someone. I wish I had your big brown eyes and long eyelashes. How about that boy that sits next to you in orchestra? What's his name? Henry? I love his red hair. And those freckles? So cute. Isa nodded half-heartedly. She was glad to be going to Castleman's. She wanted to tell Benny about the move and ask his advice about the Biderman. Allegra was great, but when Isa talked to Benny, she felt like he stopped everything he was doing and really, truly listened to her. They turned the corner and made their way down the street into the bakery. When they entered, Benny was alone at the counter. Hey, Benjamin, Allegra called out, walking in first. Benny gave a wave. When Isa stepped in, he frowned at her. But that couldn't be right. Benny had never not smiled when he saw her. Hi, Benny, Isa said. She smiled at him, but he was definitely frowning. Everything okay? Yep, Benny replied, not sounding like anything was okay at all. What do you want? Isa stilled. Oh, okay, 2 chocolate croissants, Isa said, trying to keep her voice steady. Wait, change that to 3. I want to bring one back to Jessie. Benny's frown turned into a full-blown scowl, and his eyes narrowed. He pulled out a piece of wax paper and used it to grab 3 chocolate croissants from the glass case. He dropped them into a white bag and thrust it at her. Anything else? He asked. Isa shook her head, taking the bag as if it were filled with snakes. She handed him the money and waited as he made change. He dropped some quarters in her hand and focused his attention on a point just beyond her left ear, where a picture of a grazing dairy cow hung on the wall. Benny, Isa began, clutching the bag tighter. I wanted to tell you. Isa, don't worry about it, okay, Benny said, still avoiding her gaze. It's not a big deal. Wait a second, you already know? Isa said, confused. Yeah, I know. Jessie told me this morning. Okay, Isa said slowly. Don't you have anything to say about it? Benny met Isa's eyes. What do you want me to say? It's fine. It doesn't matter. Isa stepped back, her fingers gripping the bag so tightly her knuckles turned white. He didn't care that she was moving? I thought you would... Oh, never mind, Isa swallowed. I guess I'll see you later. Betty shrugged and turned around, disappearing through the swinging doors that led to the back of the store. Isa stood there for a moment, staring at the empty space he left behind. Geez, said Allegra, who had been unusually silent during the entire exchange. What's wrong with him? Isa felt tears burning in her eyes. She didn't trust herself to respond. Oliver and Lainey stood at the bottom of the stairs watching Mama's parade of boxes pile up along the hallway. George Washington was having a terrific time jumping up on the stacks and swiping his claws through the cardboard. Lainey pointed to a word on a white box and looked at Oliver. That says, donate, Oliver told her. Mama bumped a garbage bag down the stairs. What's that, Mama? Lainey asked. Things to throw away, Mama replied, wiping her forehead with the sleeve of her sweatshirt. But Mama, Oliver protested, pointing at the tip of his sword at the blue t-shirt poking out the top of the bag. That's my favorite t-shirt. Sweetie, that was your favorite t-shirt 2 years ago. There's a weird smell to it. It's not even donatable. Is that a word, donatable? Oliver dropped his sword and pulled the shirt out. Do not throw this away. Meanwhile, Lainey threw the lid aside from one of the white cardboard boxes, rummaged through the box, removed a pair of old floral leggings, and stretched the waistband around her head to make a hat. Lainey, don't you dare take anything out of that box without telling me, Mama warned. I don't want to see everything we're donating back in your bedroom. Hey, said Papa, coming down the stairs with a slight swagger. He wore his coveralls and had his toolbox in one hand. Guess what I just fixed? Mama wanted to throw this shirt away, Oliver said, holding it up so Papa could see. Of course she's not throwing that away, Papa scoffed. You just made your first free throw, all net, may I add, with that shirt on. It's got basketball mojo, just like my coveralls have Mr. Fix-It mojo. Papa and Oliver bumped fists, and Lainey grinned, and Mama rolled her eyes. I hope your coveralls and t-shirts have pack up the apartment mojo, Mama said, because that's what I need from both of you right now. I don't know if it says silent J. I could be saying that word completely wrong. George Washington mewed and ran his claws along the side of the box of books. Mama turned her wrath on the cat. George Washington, if you touch one more box, I'm giving your dinner to the nice kittens living in the backyard. Mama, look, Lainey cried from her spot by the white donate box. She still wore the leggings, hat, and the fabric for the legs flapped around her face. These are records. Mama collapsed on a kitchen stool and took a long drink of water. I found those at the back of the upstairs closet. They may have been from the previous tenants. Miss Josie can use them. She has a record player. Mama looked defeated. Okay, bring them upstairs and ask Miss Josie if she wants them. There's some jazz in there. Jazz, Lainey exclaimed. She grabbed the stack and whispered loudly to Oliver, Jazz! The Beaker man likes jazz! Oliver hushed her, then grabbed the records from Lainey's arms and dragged her upstairs. How do you know the Biderman likes jazz? He asked when they were out of Mama's earshot. Miss Josie said that long ago he used to listen to jazz all the time, Lainey answered. Can we bring a record up to him? You're absolutely sure? Like absolutely sure, Oliver asked. I'm sure, Lainey said, bouncing up and down. Together they chose a record with a picture on the front of a man named Duke Ellington playing the piano. Oliver and Lainey crept upstairs, hand in hand. A sigh sounded with each step leading to the third floor while they left the offering at his door. I hope this plan works. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that chapter. It's a pretty short one, so maybe I'll read another one soon. But enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed this chapter.